Welcome to QuiltChat. We're here at the AQS studios in Paducah, Kentucky, and we're going to come to you every week. And it'll be an opportunity for us to talk to you about some of the things that are going on here at AQS. And we definitely want you to talk to us as well. So on Facebook, you'll be able to ask us questions, and we'll have a dialogue that'll go on about quilting, everything quilting. And you know, I think one of the best things about quilting are the quilts.
Absolutely.
Aren't they?
We are so lucky here at AQS to be able to actually have some of these quilts
and touch them.
Right here. We do touch them once in a while. We're surrounded by Judi Madsen today. It's beautiful, beautiful. We're sitting here looking at her stitching in amazement.
Gorgeous
this is
quilting.
not where people generally start with quilting, but it is certainly something to aspire to.
Well, and you know, I quilt with my credit card most of the time.
Well, a lot of people do.
So I have to tell you, I think I could do this though. You know, it's got lots of straight lines, and if I were doing it, I would do that in the ditch around all of the piecing that's in here to get it all stabilized. And then you can begin to add the secondary designs that you see here. Now, if you want to learn how to do this, Judi Madsen's going to be at the Fall Paducah Quilt Show.
Wow, that's
and
awesome.
registration is open, so you can go register right now.
And if you want to see what happened at Spring Paducah, you can see all the winners in the July issue of AQ Magazine. So I think
That's
we've also got them on the blog, don't we?
We do. As a matter of fact, we've got a game set up so that you can look at all of the Paducah Spring Best of Show winners from 1985 to today, and you can try to put them in order.
And
do you
that's
think you could
hard.
do that?
That's hard.
You know, I've
That's
been
hard.
around most of those winners, and I can tell you it's really hard to date them. Some of them you can put them in an era, but boy, it's tough, except for Carol Fallard's Corona 2 quilt that won in 1989. You know, that set the whole quilting world on its ear because a machine quilting quilt won Best of Show. Oh my goodness, do you remember that?
I do remember it very
Yes.
clearly. It was just a travesty almost.
shock.
To
A shock to our systems.
some people. But on the other hand, look how far it's come. It's a great thing. It's beautiful.
It is.
Ethel from Alaska asks, "It's so cold here. What's the best batting to use to keep me warm?"
Wool.
Wool.
Definitely wool.
I would say wool, but silk is also good.
It is. Silk's so breathable. It makes a nice summer quilt, I always think.
But
Because it's
you
so
know what?
lightweight.
I think silk is also warm.
Do you know what a lot of the quilters are doing today, though? And I bet this one has it just by the feel of it. Do you see how this looks like it's been trapuntoed? Is they use a layer of cotton and then put a layer of wool. And for those of you who don't use that, it doesn't show the wrinkles nearly as bad when you fold your quilt up if you do that too. But it gives it that trapuntoed look without having to cut any batting out on the back side or filling it with yarn or any of those kinds of things, because you definitely can see the definition that's caused
The wool
by that
really
extra
causes a
layer of
lot.
batting.
It's kind of like when you're dressing for winter. You can put a wool layer on top of anything, and it provides that.
It does.
That fluffy warmth.
But you always want to be careful for allergies, especially if you're giving a
Oh,
quilt
true.
away.
That's a good idea.
So if she's for herself and there's no allergies, that's good. But especially watch giving them to babies. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yes, it'd be
Yeah.
a sad surprise if they discovered that the child was allergic to
was
your
allergic.
precious quilt you
Absolutely.
made them. Right.
And
That's
they
where
may not-
silk is a super awesome option for babies.
And they
It
may
is.
not
Oh,
know
and so
it until...
soft. I just
Yes.
love silk because silk provides that extra luxurious feel to a quilt and
Oh,
gives
it does.
a wonderful layer of warmth.
Now I have to admit, I've only used silk in garments because it
Oh.
drapes so beautifully.
It does. Well, it gives a similar finger to a quilt whenever you have it. And if you hand quilt it out, it'll do that really supple pull. It's beautiful.
Well, Ann, I know you have some articles coming up about some exhibits in the magazine.
I do. In the September issue of AQ, we are going to have an article about Ian Barry, who creates the most beautiful art with denim. Nothing but denim. I mean nothing but denim in every shade from almost white to almost black. And we have some of the really incredible work that he has done pictured in AQ. but even better,
Yes, we're going to have Ian Barry from the United Kingdom with us at Spring 2018. So put that on your calendar, the Paducah Show for 2018 in the spring. Ian Barry's going to be right here.
that'll be amazing. You wait till you see it. You will love it.
I can't wait to be standing in front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a whole box full of blue jeans, so I want to be inspired.
Okay, let's,
At a loss.
well, and
Can
you
we-
know, talking about registering for the quilt shows, I really want, when you go to quiltweek.com, make sure that you check out, first of all, the schedule of events, because this is kind of like your guide to everything that's going on at the quilt show. Once you do that, you can click the register button and go register. And right now, we have registration open for both Grand Rapids and the Fall Paducah Show. And at the Fall Paducah Show, we have some other wonderful exhibits that include Danny Liu from Taiwan, and you'll recognize his work as using the big, colorful floral prints, and he does it with, he makes people, he makes animals, chickens, fish, and they are stunning. And Danny's going to be here at Fall Paducah with us
that's
to be
cool.
able to show some demonstration of how he actually does that.
That'll be great. I have a friend who was wondering if there are still places to stay for Quilt
Well-
Week in the fall.
Oh, everywhere
What-
fills up so fast. Everyone's always
Yes.
asking that.
They are, but you know, we used to do the bed and breakfast where people hosted people in their homes. Well, that is still happening, except now we're doing it through the Airbnb lodging.
Oh, wonderful.
So,
That's so
if
cool.
people want something other than the hotels, the Airbnb.com, they click on that and search for Paducah. It'll show the facilities that are available close by.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's wonderful. Yes.
They give you kind of a personal touch to your week. Be so relaxing. It'd be nice
It
for Quilt
would.
Week. Yeah.
And a good breakfast. Muffins.
Muffins. Oh my gosh. Anne makes the best muffins on the planet.
I would like to have a bed and breakfast just so that I could make muffins.
I would go every morning just for muffins. Anne's muffins.
And we'll take blueberry tomorrow, please.
Blueberry?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
I like to do cranberry.
Oh,
Do
cranberry
you like
orange.
Cranberry's good
Cranberry
too.
and pecan.
Oh, that's
actually.
wonderful. Anything with a pecan is worth eating.
And I bet
I
there's
should have brought some today. We could have shared them with the audience.
Not with the quilt.
No.
No.
Not with the, oh, okay.
Right?
I bet that-
We're really pushing it not having our white gloves on.
well, and I bet there's not a person out there that doesn't like to eat.
Oh, for
You
sure.
know, quilters, we know they like quilts and they like to eat. And so, you know, we're in heaven if we have those two things.
And that's proven too at all the quilt weeks with the great food options that are there.
Oh, yes.
Not just at the shows, but in the cities. There are surrounding just wonderful local restaurants.
It's so fun to have some of the
Love
local
it.
flavor. Yeah.
Okay, and so we hope you've picked up a few tips today. Next time, we want to make sure that you send us some questions that we can answer or at least point you in the right direction. And we will be live here on Facebook, and it'll also be showing on YouTube at the same time. And if you miss the live viewing, you can always go to YouTube. Our channel there is Quilt TV. There are almost 800 videos up there with interviews from winners and tips from different teachers around the country. There's a lot of information there, but we hope you'll join us right here next week for Quilt Chat.